Asia, and today I want to talk about buying your first house. Again, I'm trying to answer your questions, and I'm getting this so many times. When you're buying your first property, what would be the best way to do it? And if you have a choice, I would recommend you to look for a duplex. Let me explain why. When you're buying a duplex, you are telling to the bank that I'm gonna live in one unit and second unit gonna bring me income. So when you qualify for a loan, it's much easier to get a loan, even though you're thinking that maybe I cannot afford to buy this house, and they usually go based on how much money you're making. So let me just give you some numbers. Let's say you're making like average salary like $30,000 per year. How banks are looking at this salary? They divide it by 12 months. So let's say that you're making about $2,500 every month if your salary is $30,000, and from this amount you cannot spend more than, let's be conservative, 40% on your housing expenses. And how do we calculate this 40%? So if your monthly income is $2,500, 40% it's $1,000, and this $1,000 have to include mortgage, taxes, and insurance. They add all these three items together, and let's say that to get your monthly payment to $1,000, probably maximum value of the house that you can look for, it's gonna be $100,000. But if you're buying a duplex, you automatically increase your qualifications, because it's not just they look at this $1,000 that they give it to you for housing expenses. They're gonna add a rental income. And rental income, let's say if you're gonna rent this one unit for $800, they're gonna take 75% out of it. I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers together, but I just see that many people miss this opportunity, because usually when you're buying single family house, and then you feel comfortable, you can afford payments, and maybe you're ready to buy your second house, it's gonna be kind of hard to explain to the bank why you're going from better housing to kind of worse housing in their eyes. Maybe it's not true, but single house, it's always better real estate than duplex in bank's eyes. Like for a person to live in, is it better to live in a duplex when somebody is above you, or you have neighbors on the side, or it's better to have your full privacy in a home? So if you're gonna buy a house first, and then in a couple years you're coming back to bank and you want to buy duplex, and you're saying that I'm moving to this duplex and it's gonna be my primary residence, it's gonna be hard to justify. It either has to be like, let's say your house, it's 2-bedroom, and right now each duplex it's 3-bedroom, or it's closest to your work. Just take my word for it. If you're buying your first house, look for a duplex. You're gonna be amazed that you can qualify for it, and it's actually, you can get it with 3.5% down payment. And if you have a good real estate agent, please, it's important to get a good real estate agent before you go shop for a house. What you need to ask him, do they have a good loan officer? Because you can look on as many houses as you want. If you enjoy spending your weekend going and looking for houses, go ahead, but you cannot buy it until you have a loan, unless of course you have cash, you know, that you can pay it in cash. But I'm assuming that, you know, we're just starting and we need to use mortgages. It's really extremely helpful, and especially right now, you know, when interest rate, it's insane. It's 3.5%. It's never, I mean, I never seen this kind of mortgages before. And just to give you an idea, you know, if you're getting a mortgage for 100,000 and you're putting 3.5% down payment, your payment, monthly payment, probably gonna be like $500, you know, including taxes and insurance. So don't be scared. Just find a good realtor. You know, before you shop for a house, ask him about loan officer. And usually loan officer, they have all these government programs, neighborhood programs. It's called down payment assistant, and it does exist that company gonna give you money to buy a house, and you never need to repay them. You know, it can be $3,000 or $4,000. It's also, you can get a gift from some of your, you know, relatives or your parents, and then you pay them back. You know, don't tell the bank that you're gonna pay them back, but because it's called gift. But owning a house, it's opening so many opportunities. And we discussed this before, that first what you need to do is to check your credit. I assume that you work, right? So as long as you have a job right now, I know it's kind of hard because of this COVID, it's crazy, but I know that so many people just switch on working from home. I hope you enjoy it. I'm doing it for the last 10 years, you know, I work from home. I cannot imagine me going to work every day, but so many people really enjoy it and don't like to be self-employed, which I believe it's just a decision. But I just want to give you this advice, you know, look for a duplex, buy it, you know, then in a couple of years, don't think that you got this deal, you know, you got this mortgage and you're stuck for 30 years. It's absolutely not true. First of all, you can always refinance if, let's say, you're buying a house, duplex, and then, you know, you do some repairs there. In a couple years, if you see that market is going up, it's not hard. Just go to Zillow.com, you know, look at comps, what houses are selling in the neighborhood. You know, for me, it was insane. You know, I bought first house in Cincinnati 4 years ago, and it's double in value. So let's say if I pay $35,000 for a house, it's $70,000 right now. And it's another advice, you know, for I'm not working, like I'm not getting W-2, so for me it's really, really difficult to get a mortgage. And I found a bank, and I've tried with so many different banks, and their requirements are insane, you know. And I went to the bigger pockets that come. They have forums. It's people like me and you know, it's real people who are sharing their experience, like, look, I got this great real estate agent in this area, you know, or this contractor, it's really good, or never hired this guy, he screwed me over, you know. So I found recommendations there for a lender, and this guy was working from Florida, and he found a bank in Cincinnati. It's called CinFed, Cincinnati Federal Credit Union. So if you're in Cincinnati area and you cannot you know, provide full documentation for your loans to get a mortgage, to get money out of your house, I recommend this bank. I mean, they give me amazing rate. It's 3.95%. It's fixed for 5 years, and paperwork, I mean, it was a lot of paperwork that you need to provide, but it's all doable, you know. And they look at your taxes with using their brain, not just, okay, you make $10,000 per year, that's it, you know, you're not gonna qualify for mortgage. So guys, this was a tip for this video. if you need commercial lending in Cincinnati, I would definitely recommend Cincinnati Federal Credit Union. If you want, leave a comment below. I'm gonna send you information of the guy who was helping me. So I hope it was helpful. Please like the video. I enjoyed doing it, and I really hope that we're all gonna succeed one day. Thank you guys, and have a great day. Oh, by the way, like the video, it's really helping. Bye.